Hello everyone, welcome to this preview of WWE 2K14. Just as speculation goes, there's a lot of speculation these days on the internet, so I decided to add to it. I done a video last month, and that was early speculation. Now I'm continuing the speculation, and there's rumours of a general roster, not maybe just one era. We explored all the different possible eras they could concentrate on. But I think now there's a good chance we could have a general Legends roster along with the current crop. And I think it would be okay, because with 2K games taking over the franchise, WWE games, I think there's a good chance that we could have 2K come in and give us a big packed roster, 100 plus, maybe 150 stars, and then bring us maybe 40, 50 DLC eventually, because they said they were going to do continuous DLC all the time, more so than what THQ had done. So I think there's a good chance we could have a general Legends roster now. But that tagline that has just been revealed over the last while there is "Become Immortal." So that asks the question, would it be? And that also the little thing, the article that was written on that website that said the "Become Immortal" tagline also said that you had to have attitude to apply to play the game. So it suggests Attitude 2.0. It also suggests Golden Era, because Become Immortal, of course, the immortal Hulk Hogan. So there's a lot of possibilities there, and they are playing with the fan, of course, and teasing us. But I think there's a very good chance of anything. Attitude Era 2.0 I don't think could happen that easily, because there's a lot of people in TNA, and a lot of people still going at the wrestling that are in other companies, and that mightn't work out. But I know definitely there's a big chance that we could have the Golden Era represented in this game, which would be excellent. There's also chances we could have the ECW era, maybe a lot of ECW stars or something like that, or we could have maybe just a general roster. But I'm going to throw up a couple of videos now after this little talk, and I want to show you a few ideas and possibilities of maybe what we could see. Maybe two of these are early era WCW and ECW ideas, but I'm just going to give you a general idea of what we could see in WWE 2K14. Yoster over and out. Let's have a look at these eras that could be used in the game, if there is one particular era, but all of these eras could be shared if there isn't. This is the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance era from back in the 80s. I'm going to have a look at now. There's the Four Horsemen, of course, two of the big names of that era, or Ole Anderson and Arn Anderson, known as the Minnesota Wrecking Crew at the time, going up against the Road Warriors in their NWA era look. And of course, the old NWA ring used in this one. But I think that this would be quite a good era to use, but I wouldn't say there's much chance of them putting an NWA roster into WWE 2K14, but there's always possibilities for anything in wrestling games. I think this era would be interesting to any wrestling fan, but can't see it happening. But I would say you could be looking at maybe something of this nature happening, because we're going to have a look now at other eras. As you see there, some footage of this particular game, or this particular era. Of course, on this era you could have the Road Warriors, the Four Horsemen, Lex Luger, Big Van Vader, early Sting, Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race, so many big names, Magnum TA. You could have a big roster there of a lot of big legends from that era on WWE 2K14 if they used that particular era. But who's to say they won't? Who's to say they will? But personally, I think I would rather they used an early WCW one. We'll have a look at an early WCW look later on. But I would also, I think, prefer if they went down the route of the ECW. As you can see now, an ECW look for a roster would be cool. I think a lot of big names from the ECW world, as you can see there. it was a great time in wrestling, 95 until it came around in 1993, and it lasted until 2001 ECW, before the WWF bought it out. As I'm saying, of course, I'm going through all these possibilities, but it's only if the WWF owns if the WWE owns the libraries of all these companies, is that they would be able to have a Legends roster from these companies or eras. But they would be able to do it for NWA or for the WCWs, or they might be able to do it for the actual NWA, but they could do it for WCW, they could do it for ECW for sure. But wouldn't a ECW Legends roster satisfy so many fans? You can see now the footage of the calls and the created arenas, but actual licensed ECW wrestlers would be cool to have in the game. AWA is another possibility, because the WWF did buy out the AWA, and they own all the footage and own all the libraries of the AWA, so they could use it and make an AWA roster. That would include early Sergeant Slaughter. It would include other big names, early Hulk Hogan, Mean Gene Okerlund, Bobby Heenan, Jesse Ventura. Really a lot of guys that went on to but right now we're going to have a look at New Generation WWF. And the New Generation started back in 1997, or back in 1993, late 93, you could say the New Generation got going, and it went up until, I'd say, probably early 1997, and then the Attitude Era came in. The New Generation WWF was in between the Golden Era and the Attitude Era, and it was a great time in WWF, and that is a big one that they could actually use in this game, 2K14. They could use with the New Generation Era. As you can see, there's so much could happen. There's so much that could be represented in this WWE 2K14. You have so much great gameplay from over the years. WWE12 was excellent, WWE13 was excellent, and then THQ went awry, and then it went, and the franchise was taken over by none other than 2K Sports and Take-Two Interactive 2K Games. So really is big possibilities in the future of WWE gaming, and this franchise is going nowhere. I think it's only going to get better, and I think it's going to be very, very hard to improve on the possibilities of WWE 13, but anything's possible. And I think as you can see the footage here, some great footage of this is WWE 13. To look at this, you would think it was a Golden Era game, but it is actually the cause and the created arenas. And unbelievable, the Nasty Boys and Jimmy Hart there, you see, and very, very good creations by all the great creation community out there. Before that, you've seen the $1 Million Man with Virgil, and now you'll see the Macho Man Randy Savage as he would have looked in the New Generation era. But all these eras, all these, you could also, what you could have is, if they keep adding DLC content, you could have a general Legends roster, but then different eras could be represented in DLC packs, like say packs of 5. I've seen the videos from 101 Gaming, and they were very good. The ideas that came from them videos, and you can only say it's all very possible. But as far as this footage I'm giving you goes, I'll be back with another video next month where we will get closer. We'll only be a month away from the big reveal at SummerSlam at that stage in July. So the big reveal at SummerSlam is coming in August as per usual, and that'll tell us a lot of the details and the big roster and exactly what way they will go as far as era and as far as the legends they bring in. But with 2K at the helm now, I think there's going to be bigger possibilities for wrestling fans, greater possibilities for all of us. So right now I'm going to say good luck, and I hope you enjoyed my June preview for WWE 2K14. We're getting closer and closer, and we're all still enjoying the other games, WWE 13, 12, and Legends of WrestleMania among the others. Good stuff. Keep them coming, and Kyoster over and out.